How are we doing, YouTube? It's your friendly gamer SmartEntity here. Today we're going to do a recap on the Operation EYES of BLIGHT event. Now we are towards the end of the event, and this really isn't a tutorial because, let's face it, by the time you guys watch this, chances are you guys have done it already. It's more of a review and my experience with the event in general. So I'm on 14/15. I did miss the first few days of this event, so I'm a bit behind, but thank God we have enough to reach the number 15 Imperator Vandal reward. So we'll just join one of the... Actually, we'll do a solo. I found my experience to be best with just doing a solo. So we'll go for the higher payoff at 75,000 reward. Now, if you are watching this video at a future date, the way that this operation works is you basically will need to farm for these Omega isotopes. These isotopes, as per the event instructions, can only be farmed on a planet where it's under Fomorian attack.
You have already shown me your...
But what I've actually realized a few hours into the event is you can actually get the Omega isotopes from ODS, so Orkan Derelict Survival, Orkan Derelict in general, and Void Tower. So once I realized that, I stopped playing the random survival missions on the attacked planet, because let's face it, playing Void just gives much better rewards.
Get in range.
Alrighty, so the way the operation works is you get a bunch of enemies here and there, probably behind me, as you can see. As you proceed, you may go into a zipline, so this guy. Once you're in vicinity, it basically casts a shield that prevents you from moving any forward, and you have to destroy the zipline to proceed. And once you reach the vicinity of the Baylor Fomorian ship, you will need to attack 2 nodes on the ship, which I will show very shortly. So I've got another zipline here, just take them out.
You're stuck in here until you take out that zeppelin.
So the nodes start to show about 1800 meters out, so we got 2 nodes here, and didn't really do much other than the fact that being a shield. So you need to destroy these nodes before you can enter into the Fomorian ship. So we got 1 there.
Incoming fire from the Fomorian. Find cover.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of that. That can really obliterate you. So death burst of the nodes. Once the nodes are done, the Fomorian shield that's preventing from going in dissipates. Now, one thing I have to say, the best thing about this event is this. This looks pretty awesome, right? But unfortunately, that's about as good as this event goes. So once you're in here, what you need to do is you need to activate this Fomorian disruptor, and this is what the Omega isotopes were for. So they are part of the materials needed to construct this disruptor, which you get the blueprint from a email from the Lotus. Now the other thing you will need, along with credits and a few other items, is you need 300 Krautic to construct this. Now the Krautic is quite easy to farm, but I did actually find I have to go out of my way to farm for them. And of course, to farm for them, you just go to Earth, Cambria, I believe, the easiest excavation mission to farm for them. So once you are in vicinity, you want to use that disruptor. I'll just take these guys out so they don't die halfway through the mission. I'll show you guys the loader I'm using at the end, but honestly it's pretty basic, nothing too special. Alright, I think that's about it, so I'll get to it. So we basically activate disruptor, maybe, activate disruptor, there we go. And what you want to do is you want to take out these nodes, because when you take out the nodes, you get a damage multiplier. So I'm not aiming for the nodes. So once you can take out as much nodes as you can, you want to hit these wires, because apparently you get more damage points per wire hit. Okay, I think I might die here, which is quite unfortunate. Oh no. Yeah, that's an electron for you, man. That's an electron for you. Now, I've heard of a lot of exploits. Well, People call it exploit, but to be fair, it's not really exploit. Involving using Electron's third power, I personally found that to be just unnecessary, because let's face it, no one wants to waste 10, 20, 40 energy packs on a mission where you get a higher score but without any rewards for it. So there you go, that was solo, and we got, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so 4.9 million points from doing the solo. So I will show you guys the loadout that I'm using, but again, what you'll see shortly, it's really nothing too spectacular.
The inbox has messages for the operator.
And of course, you get your reward, credit payoff immediately. So in this case, I got 75,000. And of course, because I reached 15 points, finally, I get the Imperator Vandal. So, got a bit of a sore throat today. So we'll have a look at the loader I'm using now. So I am using the Electron with pretty standard modding, nothing too special. I just obviously got a few points over there. I do have a couple formers on here, but I'm not really using it, so obviously I can put in Hyperion Thrusters or Systems Reroute in there, perfectly fine. Now the key player in this, of course, is your primary weapon. I like to use the Velocitus, because let's face it, currently in the game, as of update 15.8.1, the Velocitus is the single highest arc-wing DPS in the game. And of course, I have put in 2 formats in here with a potato, so the build is pretty simple. You pretty much put every single mod you have on there, and I mean, it's a crit build, so you want to use Parallax Scope and Hollowed Bullets. Now that I've pretty much maxed it, I still got one more slot. Once I put in another couple of formats, I probably will put in some like combustion rounds in there, but otherwise that's a build, pretty standard. As far as melee goes, well, again, nothing too special. I'm still in the stage of maxing out the Vertex, so I put in 3 formats in there, and that's all I need to do a max build, so 6 more levels to go. But other than that, it's pretty standard, pretty basic. So I'll just show you guys the construction for the Disruptor. So again, this is a recap, so it's mainly for people looking at this in the future and wondering what the event was about. So put that.
Operator, Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, so it's a Fomorian Disruptor. You get this blueprint in the beginning of the event from the Lotus. You need 35,000 nanospores, which is nothing. You need 300 Cryotech. Now this I did have to farm for here and there. And of course you need 4 Omega Isotopes, which you can actually get during the event from Tower, as well as Orokin Dialect, which again makes it no problem at all. As far as farming for Cryotech, what you want to do is obviously go to Earth. And this is for future farming as well. You want to go to Earth, and I believe it's called Cambria or something. And when I look for it, I can never found it. I might have gone through it already. Because I'm on Saturn, obviously. That was embarrassing, excuse me. Yeah, so you want to go on Earth. I thought that was a bit weird. And you want to go to this node, Cambria. Yeah, this node now it's a syndicate, so but without the syndicate being there, it is a excavation mission, and you're facing enemies literally about 5 to 6 to 7, so it's very nice. You get your 1,000 Cryotech, you get out, you restart the mission again. No reason to stay any longer than 1,000 Cryotech. Yeah, so overall, my final feeling about the event is basically, you get some pretty decent rewards. You get Magma Chamber as well as Searing Steel. I'll actually show off those quickly as well. So Magma Chamber is basically 60% extra heat and 60% status chance. Again, status chance not a big a deal, but for non-crit type weapons, the Magma Chamber is actually really nice currently, because there aren't that many mods in the game for Arcwing. And same with the melee, you get the Searing Steel again, because there aren't that many mods for a weapon that is not a crit weapon. Having this on there is actually very nice. And of course you get the Imperator Vandal. Now the Imperator Vandal is great, it's a complete upgrade from the Imperator, but unfortunately it's not that much of an upgrade. So versus the... okay, I can't do that, but basically... maybe we can just look at it this way. Yeah, so as you can see, we get the same damage. The main difference is with the Vandal, you get a 5% extra status chance, and you get a 50 extra bullet magazine size, and that is, and also you get an extra 5% crit chance, which is pretty decent, but it doesn't really warrant a crit build. but I mean you have to do a crit build because there's no other mods, but otherwise it's not really that great. So it's a direct upgrade, but hey, better, you know, not that great, but better than nothing. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it, EYES of BLIGHT event. So now that I've done it, I probably won't be doing it anymore. The credit is nice as a reward, but I mean I'm not gonna go farm Crota. I can just run T4 captures. A couple of T4 captures will easily get you more credit than 50,000. So yeah, in conclusion, again, overall pretty nice event in that, you know, it gives me opportunity to actually use my leveled Archwing gear, and I do like the Fomorian ship graphics, especially the wool. But other than that, I kind of felt you know, they didn't really have that much material to it. Overall, the event wasn't that fun. It was a bit boring. There was no reason to score very high. There was no remuneration or reward for it. I kind of feel the dev had a little bit of material and they really want to release it fast. In this occasion, you know, I think it might have been better if they saved it and had a bit more material and released it together to make a much more fun and challenging event. But other than that, you know, free reward, free event, why not? Alright guys, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.